Hey folks, I have a few minutes before Kimmy gets home, so I thought I'd do a little update. It's been a week or two. Um, I started my new job as an artist assistant, and that's going great. It's hard work. I'm pooped. um, the artist came with a big long van packed full of supplies, and we unloaded that on Friday, and then today was my first day in the studio, and she's just amazing. I'm learning so much. I've already learned so much in just a day. So anyway, I'm excited about that, and so that'll be for the next 3 months. Um, let's see what else. Work in the studio that I have. I have a little small temporary studio that my gallery director donated to me kindly for a few months, and found my groove in there finally. And there's enough room to work on a big 60 by 49 panel and then a smaller panel on the other corner of the room. And so that's going really well. The curator for the museum show that is in May is coming by the studio Friday to see how things are going, and I'm excited for her to see the painting now. It went through some stages, some awkward stages, just like I do, just like all of the paintings do, and it's just that time of, it always happens. It always kind of freaks me out a little bit because I like pushing them to the edge of collapse sometimes and ugliness, and then I like to save them. That's one aspect, but that aspect of production can make for some cliffhangers. There was a time there that I thought I should just strip it down and then work with what's left and make a more minimal painting. And luckily, I waited until my buddy Sean came by the studio and talked to me this weekend, and it was just, I just love that guy. It was such a great talk. He was saying, he sort of, the painting does represent me, and it is a self-portrait of sorts. It's called, I just titled it in the past couple of days, it's called The Audacity of Either Existing or Existence. The Audacity of Existing, I think. I don't know, I'm going to talk to the curator about that Friday. But, so Sean was just saying that I just haven't gone far enough, and basically, trust the painting, and that the painting looks like an oil painting, and that there were areas that I was maybe ashamed of or needed work, and he kind of talked about the painting in terms of self-acceptance, which relaxed me and changed my perspective of the painting. And then we also talked about those problem areas and what the solution was, and it was just a great visit. And so I will take you to the studio ASAP and show you that painting and a little small painting that I'm doing for my gallery. I'm making a series for them, and that's finally going well. I was working with some new materials that were hanging me up for a minute, but got through that. So just got to keep on working, y'all. Just got to keep on keeping on. The biggest news I have is that my mother texted me and wanted to talk and wanted to come see me in May. And then, so we arranged to talk on the phone Sunday, and then she called and heard my voice on the voicemail and couldn't do it. So she texted me back and was telling me that she had heard my voice and needed more time or something. She couldn't do it. I did not see the text. I went to the studio to work, and I got there and was working, and I looked around, and I had left my glasses at home. So I was in the studio, and I could see that Mama was texting me, but I couldn't read the text. So I just called her, and because that's what we had arranged. And when she saw that I was calling, she answered the phone, and I could tell she was nervous or scared or upset when she answered the phone. And she explained to me what happened, but said, you know, now that I've got you on the phone. Anyway, I won't go into the details of the conversation, but it's, you know, I guess it'll take time, and I can't put unfair expectations on. I shouldn't do it to anyone. And, you know, I get pissed that, I mean, my family doesn't even know I had cancer. And, I don't know. I guess I don't want to talk more about that. I just want to talk a little bit about it because it's, you know, it's kind of huge, and it's one of the things that we all think about and worry about. It keeps us from transitioning. You know, it can. And it delayed my transition, certainly, for so long. And of course, I don't regret anything. I love my voice. My other voice never felt like my voice. I was thinking about this today and wondering if any of you guys have experienced this. I would talk and I had this inside voice. It was that resonated more. I don't know, it's hard to describe, but I heard it on a deeper level. And then when my voice started getting deeper and having more resonance, and it just felt natural. It's like finally, it always felt like that I was interrupted. That, you know, I've always been male, and when I was little, I was a little boy and was interrupted and had this weird body, and that was changing and felt like an interruption. And so there were parts of me that were going on inside. Anyway, I'm gonna do a longer video soon. Steen, my buddy Steen, hey Steen, Steam Machine, great channel. I did a video, how I knew I was trans, I think, something like that, you know. And I've been meaning to do that for a while. I kind of did it in a video that I made, like one of the first ones, pre-T Earl or something. I think I talked a little bit about things then, but it was in the context of so many other things that were going on. So I want to make another video shortly about that. What other things can I update you with? Business-wise, things are, you know, interesting. I'm getting little nibbles here and there, so we'll see if anybody bites for painting. And I'm enjoying my life right now. This job is Monday through Thursday from 10 to 4. And so time before and after, I'll need to work out studio time and the weekends. Oh, and I have all day Friday in the studio, which is going to be great. And I'm just looking forward to productive spring. It's beautiful here, which scares me about the heat coming this summer. But it's really pretty right now and warm, and it's good. It's a good place to be. New Mexico, it has a huge blue sky. I was thinking about that too, like the vastness of space here. It was a big draw for me when I moved. And I was thinking about that in terms of painting, and then I was also thinking about that in terms of, because I have to write about this for the show that's coming up. I have to write about my place, you know, as a trans person, as someone who's marginalized in New Mexico, you know, and sort of things of that sort. And I was thinking about the landscape and what does it mean when the sky is huge and things look so vast, and what does that do to the margins? And I was also thinking that New Mexico, one of the things that drew me here was it's you know, it's desert, and it's a big state, but it's not heavily populated, and it's still got, you know, like a lot of faults in the political system, and a lot of great things too, like this sort of cowboy spirit that I love. There's a feeling here, because it's reality. Outlaws and outliers come here to hide, and I really like that too. So anyway, it's good to be. Also, I'm working. This is so cool. I'm working for this artist in my buddy Sean's old studio in the annex where I used to have my studio when I was at UNM. And I'm seeing all the students that were there before I left, and they're getting ready to do their big MFA shows, and I'm hugging a lot of necks, and it's really good to be back there. It feels nice. So that's sweet. So things feel like really good right now. Except for the family stuff. It's hard. It's hard. Because I'm so divided on it. You know, I have compassion and understanding. And then there's another part of me that, because I understand, I'm pissed. Like, yes, I understand that it's hard to hear my voice. And it would be hard to see the changes. And that they were attached to this other person who had this other gender. And it's been 2.5 years now. And in the meantime, I'm going through the biggest transition of my life, the biggest thing, without my family. But I have a chosen family, and I have Kimmy's family, their family, and I have Kimmy and Sadie and Bean and Fred, our kitties, and work is coming together. So I'm grateful for a lot of things, and I don't regret anything. And in balance, there is just nothing that's worth more than your own. You know, it's beyond happiness. Happiness isn't, I'm happy being a fella, but happiness is not a goal for me, really. It's contentment is a goal, some peace in my soul was a goal, the will to live was a goal, meaning, you know, my life having meaning was a goal. Living my life, which waited so long, I always felt like I was waiting. And now I'm finally living it. And so I'm sorry that it's hard for other people, certainly. And we'll see. We all just do our best, I believe. Guess that's it for now. I hope you all have a great week, and I'll be back to you probably pretty soon from the studio. Okay, bye-bye.